Around 2019 was when I decided that I might be interested in doing something different, and I wasn't exactly sure what that was. Bayes really felt like the school that was most aligned with what I wanted to do.
I need some kind of boost to my career. MBA would actually give me the advanced skills and knowledge.
The MBA is that ideal degree that gives you credibility.
Bayes is absolutely one of the top business schools.
They are always trying to put knowledge into practice, to have the real world connected to the class.
To understand everything that goes on, you might have to get something else, and the MBA was the big something else.
I remember the first day being here, it just felt very surreal. It was several months of planning and preparation, and then I got here and it was like, wow, this is actually happening.
To an exciting year ahead.
My name is Cameron Arnett, and I'm from Chicago, United States.
I worked in an advertising agency, working on ad campaigns for a lot of different brands. You know, I just decided that I wanted to do something beyond advertising or something a little bit different. Everything kind of fell together really nicely.
My name is Jack. I'm from Montreal. I used to be a commercial banker before I moved into London to do my MBA with Bayes.
This moment of promotion came around, and I told my boss, I was like, listen, I need to see more. And they said, yeah, take your shot, go. The MBA was the big something else that was going to answer all the questions.
My name's Marianne Han. I'm from China.
I worked in Asia, I worked in the Middle East. I also want to expand my geographic boundary.
So my full name is Enrique Perez San Martin. I used to work in consulting before in Madrid, and I realized that I wanted to explore more international environment. So I was thinking that maybe an MBA could have more doors opened.
So my full name is Nicolás Ignacio Navausa.
Prior to this, I was in Bolivia, working as an independent consultant and trying to start my own business. But I felt like the MBA is that perfect degree to pursue if you're looking to make a big change.
I just wanted to, on behalf of the careers team, welcome you to your Achieving Your Potential program.
This program is set to have some team building activities and to realize your true potential. We start 3 sets of outdoor activities, which are all team-based.
We're gonna remove it. Good idea, guys.
Leadership is much more challenging than I thought.
You're always taught about leadership because it seems like that's all anyone wants. But followership is a very important element of how a group can work optimally.
It's a completely different environment than sitting in a classroom.
Personally, I found the AYP week to be challenging and stressful in some ways.
Unique situation where everyone here is trying to make the most of it.
But I do admit that it's a bit harder than I thought it was going to be. It challenges your ego a lot.
You can try adjust your own style in a safe, secure environment, even if you make some mistakes.
Integration week was definitely a very stressful week. We were briefed on a project, and that project integrated the 3 courses that we took that block.
And we have to try to implement all the different concepts that we have learned in class during the last month.
Professor Dimi told us, listen, I know there's a lot right now. You might wonder, like, how is that of any value to you? But just believe the process.
I spent the first couple of days just researching and understanding the problem. That was kind of an opportunity for me to practically apply what we learned in class and then present it to my internal group before we put it into our actual presentation for the whole class.
Great. That's kind of fun.
When I arrived, I was extremely lucky to have 2 mentors. They helped us land on our feet. If I do land up the job that I wanted, it will most likely be thanks to them.
The strategy project is really such a big part of the MBA program, finding clients and solving these strategic problems for them.
Dealing with a real client in this market is really important. And during the entire process, we got to understand the working culture, the market, the customer's behavior. All these information are new to us, but also it's very practical. So me today be one of the presenters to give the final presentation.
How are you feeling about it?
I'm ready.
O2 or VMO2. Let me give you some quick facts.
Overall, I think the presentation went well because from where we were a couple of weeks ago to where we are today has been a tremendous leap. Being able to distill the problem down to something that was tangible, it's a skill that I'll use throughout my career.
The MBA is not a blank piece of paper. The structure of the program, the experiences you get, the cohort you get access to, that's all by design.
There's so many smart people in our cohort, and I learned so much from them.
Key asset of the MBA, that they are always trying to make connections with the reality and to put everything that is learned in class into practice.
It's been only a few months, but it feels like so much has happened, and I've already been pushed out of my comfort zone.
At Bayes, it's immediate. You learn something and then like throw you into another group project.
It was an opportunity for us to take the skills that we learned throughout the strategy project, put that into practice for a real client.
Outline what's the problem, structure a solution, solve for the solution, and then you have to sell the solution.
What the MBA is extremely intense.
Patience. Things are not going to happen instantly.
In life, there are many opportunities out there. If you don't try out, there's not going to be new opportunities to open up for you.
Today, we're going to give you the best practice memo as we have discussed. So, this is our team.
Clients, he's not only engaging with us because he's rendering a service to our school, helping students. He actually now has the buy-in in terms of like, I want to see this project all the way to the end because there's actual value in this.
It should be highlighted that after this week, all the core blocks are finished, and now we start with our electives, our internships, our BMP, and so on.
London Symposium is actually one of the electives.
The people that have came here to speak to us, they are people with a lot of knowledge on different areas. You can stay updated about the different trends that are happening here in London.
Included in the course, we get to take one international elective, and I chose to do two. So I did South Africa, and I really took a lot away from that trip.
What I found absolutely incredible was the range of people that they brought to talk to us.
We got to see a little bit of corporate landscape, startups, and opportunities for people that live in South Africa.
It gave me a perspective that I don't think I would have ever gotten, even if I went on my own.
The professors, they very much have a pulse of how things are changing. And of course, Director Dimi is absolutely fantastic. He's a mentor, he's a professor, he's always got your back, you can consult him on just about everything. He's also somewhat a friend.
The Keras team were fantastic. I was working with Danny Datton. Danny, thank God. Like, I am so grateful.
Having that external point of view to look at your career and look at your skills and look at where you can go has been so helpful.
They're so invested in us. It's a great relationship that I got out of my MBA. In the MBA, we do not have a thesis, we have the BMP. A BMP is a project that is applicable to a business problem, but that you need to do a research around.
And the main purpose of these projects is that they will help you to try to translate everything that you learn from the academics to the professional world.
It's the biggest chance you get to selling yourself.
The MBA definitely plays a very important role to make me more confident.
I think that success is just like being present along the journey.
One of the key aspects about Bayes is that they have more than 50,000 alumni all over the world. The thing that makes us a business school greater is the alumni that they have.
The MBA was more life-changing than I expected, honestly. Like, far exceeded my expectations in the sense that I built all of these relationships with these really wonderful people, and also just learning, okay, how am I going to navigate these challenges? These are challenges that I've never experienced before.
Trust in the process. In the first week that we started the MBA, that's one of the things that they told us. Trust in the process.
The MBA doesn't pay itself off right away. Very lasting consequences.
It's a learning process, and it's about trying to always to discover yourself. So I think that that's why the MBA, it's a life-changing experience.
One of the things that I feel like I earned through this MBA is the right to find the right job.
I'm super proud of what I've achieved in the past year. I've achieved more than I expected. I graduated with distinction, and then also just feeling like I had this really wonderful experience. I am very proud of myself.